Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, sir, entrepreneur. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. Today is March 27th. It is a Wednesday evening, 2024. Whether you're here with me 8:25 p.m. or 8:25 in the morning, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., or maybe even 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate that. You'll notice my hat. You'll notice that QR code. Why not visit believemeachieve.com? Check out all my great stuff, including my TikTok content, where I'd love to have you follow me, and so we can eventually stream to TikTok as well. All right. So let's talk a little about the master topic for the week, in case you guys are new. What is visualization? Well, it's not something you just do once and expect it to work. You've got to practice it. That's number one. The granular master topic for tonight, March 27, 2024, Wednesday evening, is Creative Visualization Harnessing the Mind's Magic, Series 3, Show 13, Episode 5. That actually means that we're in our third year already. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? We are in our third year. That is like so amazing, if you ask me. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about tonight is mastering number skipping. So let's start with 1 to 10. And I want you to start with the number 1, and then I want you to go to the next number, not 2. I want you to go to 3. Resist the urge to go to 2. So when you go to 3, then the next number you're going to go to is 5. Picture the 5. Then go to 7. Then picture 9. And then go to 10. Now, if that seems too easy, you can make the numbers larger, like from a one end to a greater ending. So let's say we're going to go to the number 50, but I want you to skip every 5. So if we start at, let's say you're going to first start out with 1, and then you're going to skip to 5, the number 5. So you have, let's say we start off with 0, then we skip to 5, we'll go to 5. Don't go to 6, you're going to go to 10. Then after 10, you're going to go to 15. After 15, you're going to go to 20. After 20, you're going to go to 25. After 25, you're going to go to 30. After 30, you're going to go to 35. After 35, you're going to go to 40. After 40, you're going to go to 45. And after 45, you're going to go to 50. Now, you might say, John, why the heck would I even do this? Well, it actually trains our brain. What do you mean it trains our brain? Well, it does, ladies and gentlemen. It trains our brain because we're in such a place where we always just want to go the next number, the next number, the next number, the next number, the next number. But really, it's not about the next number. It's about focusing. And so that's a really cool thing that we can do, and we call it number skipping. So we can understand the magic of number skipping because it gives us a fresh perspective on creative insights that might be able to propel us forward. And so when you think about number skipping for a moment, I know it might sound like a really crazy thing, but it's not. They all represent concepts. And so, for example, if we take a number 1, for example, right? We can conceptualize a group or set of objects, but we can't do that until we get more than 1. So if we get 3, then we can get 2, and 1, and we can get 3. So we can look at the differences in a number, whether it's a Roman numeral, whether it's a numeral, whether it's a Chinese number, but we're able to get ourselves to skip, okay? It changes things. Suppress the urge to visualize the number 2. You want to, don't. Skip the number 2. Just visualize a blank space, okay? And you keep building and skipping numbers as you go. And once you reach the highest number, you can, without losing concentration, 10, 50, 100, whatever it is, go in reverse. So that means when we started with the number 10, let's say we're going to skip down. Well, we're going to go to 10, then we're going to go to 8. 8, then we're going to go to 6. Then we're going to 4. Then we're going to go to 2. they're going to go 0. So when we're able to do things like this, it allows our brain to be able to look at things differently than the way we originally thought. And we'll go more into this. So when we're talking about different types of exercises for our brain and for our mind, it allows us to get a different perspective. And we said that life is all about perspectives. Whether we're talking about today, whether we're talking about tomorrow, life is all about perspectives. That's how life works. We get what we perceive, not what we want. We get what we perceive. We get what we attract. So number skipping is just one thing. So I want to jump onto something else, and that is called the power of imagination, changing surroundings. What the heck is this? Well, we've all imagined, let's say, a dog before, right? All right. Let's imagine that dog, instead of being at home or on a leash, let's imagine that dog on a surfboard in Hawaii with the lays around him. Let's imagine the dog actually going to buy our tickets to get on the airplane. Let's imagine this dog, okay, checking in with us to see what kind of food we want. Let's imagine this dog helping us decorate the Christmas tree. Let's imagine this dog helping us dye Easter eggs. Now, you might say, John, this is like so far-fetched, but that's my point. We want to open up possibilities. We want to open up what could be. And when we open up what could be, the world will unfold for you and for me. It just, sometimes people say, well, John, it's stupid. I shouldn't do that. This is so dumb to do this. No. Maybe it feels different. Maybe it feels odd, but that's okay. Some of the greatest scientists and physicists and also different people that did experiments felt odd when doing things, but they did them anyway because they were passionate about where they were going. So let's take something else. Let's say, for example, that we did the dog one, but let's do another one. Let's take an apple. All right. Now, an apple is typically seen in a kitchen. It's on a plate. Okay. Now, let's take that nice, big, red, shiny apple. Okay. And what I want you to do with that apple is I want you to picture that apple, okay, is actually on top of your car. Weird, right? Now I want you to picture that same apple or a different apple. I want you to picture that that apple is actually in your icebox, your freezer. Let's picture that that apple, or that there is an apple on every spoke in the Ferris wheel as it goes around. You getting the idea? Let's picture now that that apple, that same apple, or many of those apples, let's imagine for a moment, just a moment, that that apple is actually sitting and glued on the top of your shoes. Let's imagine that an apple, or that same apple, is actually found on top of every book you open. Now, maybe not so far-fetched on that, but let's take the apple and let's turn it. Or let's take the apples, instead of being on a farm or in a basket, let's imagine those apples were just dumped into the local library's research department. And instead of the books that began with A, the whole shelf was just filled with apples. Now, we've heard an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, instead of giving the doctor an apple, why not give him a whole bushel of apples? Why don't we think about an apple as something that can constantly motivate us? What else can an apple do? Well, let's imagine that apple is now something that your dog is juggling. Are you getting the idea? Is this making some sense? You might say, John, this is crazy, stupid. No, it's not. We're getting our brain to think in different ways. All right. And I call this the power of imagination, changing surroundings. Let's think of a paper clip, for example. Well, we know paper clips are supposed to be holding paper together and other things like that, right? Let's imagine that this paper clip is not being used to hold paper together, but it's being used to build an 8.5 by 11 musical instrument. And so each one of the paper clips, metal, is unfurled. And then what we have the ability to do is we have the ability to tie string on them, and then we can pluck them with rubber bands from one to the other, and we can make ourselves a little musical instrument. Pretty cool, right? Let me give you one more of changing surroundings. So a popular surrounding for something would be milk in a container or a glass, right? You wouldn't expect that milk to be in a carved pumpkin. No. How about picturing that milk to take the place of an old pair of shoes? That probably wouldn't go over well, but you're getting the idea, right? Now let's take that same milk and let's put it into a shoebox. Well, we're going to learn that milk's going to probably sop right out. So we probably have to make the shoebox lined with plastic, so this way the milk is not going to just go right through the cardboard. Get the idea? And so as we get to dance around in our brain, creativity, more possibility, more promise comes up. It allows us to ignite passion to create things we didn't even know were possible. All right, I have one more for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've been getting all these different exercises. This is called color breathing. This is actually one of my favorites. It's called color breathing, and it's very easy to do. What I want you to do right now is just go ahead and take an inhale and just exhale. And as you exhale, what color comes out? Let's picture it being blue. And that could probably instill a sense of calmness. Maybe you inhale, red, tensioned energy, and just exhale, calm. Right? You can also choose to inhale the red and the oranges, and then you can exhale blue. You can also exhale green, which will get you connected with Earth. You might also visualize yourself breathing in warm white light and breathing out cold darkness. They can get rid of all your stress. Another good one is to inhale peace, exhale stress. Inhale peace, exhale frustration. And so when we make things like this as a game, our mind's like, hey, I want to play along. I want to do this. Our body loves to play games. And our mind loves to play games. So does our heart. So why not start getting more playful with your mind, your body, and you'll start to realize that it will work for you in ways that you didn't even know were possible. I think the reason that a lot of people today don't dream, don't imagine, are not creative is because they're told by their parents, their brothers, sisters, cousins, or loved ones, you can't do that. That's not the way that goes. Well, why not? Well, because it doesn't go that way. Yeah, but what if it did? But it doesn't. See, that's the problem. Our world has taught people that they have to do it this way, but there might be other ways to do the same thing and achieve that result or a better result. Plus, gain a whole new appreciation for creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege. It's been a pleasure. Of course, it's been an honor to be with you this fantastic, amazing evening. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Comment below. Tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And of course, go to all my great channels, including my TikTok, at believemeachieve.com, and follow me and like the great content I put out there. Would really appreciate that. Have yourself an amazing rest of your night and morning. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, everyone? Be well.